over 8.5. I know where you're going here with the Browns, the biggest off-season hype machine for the Browns. It's Sam over there. So tell us why you're taking the over 8.5 here.
Definitely taking the over, and for not the same reasons that we've been saying. I'm saying, look, an elite level quarterback gets you to 10 wins, write it in stone, and then the rest of the roster is going to get you the rest. The Browns have the opposite problem where they might have the best roster in the NFL, but a quarterback who, in Deshaun Watson, has shown no ability to be an elite quarterback since he's arrived in Cleveland. So to me, this is a 10-win team if Watson plays even average football this year. The roster is that good. If he gets anywhere approaching his better play, they're like a legitimate Super Bowl contender. I just love every aspect of this roster. Really good offensive line. Okay, we don't know what Nick Chubb is going to be coming back off that devastating injury, but I think they've got good contingency there, both of the players that were there before, bringing in Deontay Foreman just in case, as a sort of heavier bell cow type of running back. The defense was phenomenal last year. I think they've done a good job of retaining and adding talent there. I just think this team's phenomenal, with the one question mark being how good is Deshaun Watson going to play?
Yeah, one thing we haven't looked at is schedule strength for these teams.
They're all
PFF
brutal.
Yeah, I mean, so it's easy in a vacuum to say I like the Bengals roster and I like the Ravens and I like the Browns, but the AFC North, because they're going to play each other, generally have difficult schedules. And then if you go to PFF.com, there's a better breakdown there. So strength of schedule, the hardest schedule in the NFL is the Browns by our numbers here. So the Browns are the worst, the most difficult. The Steelers are the second most difficult.
Yep.
The Ravens are the fourth most difficult, right? So 3 out of 4 AFC North teams. But because the Bengals have the last place schedule, they're down at 15th, right? So just reverting back to the Bengals discussion, that's another factor maybe in their favor to go over. And now in a vacuum, if you say, well, the Browns, of course, they won 11 games last year, Sam, 5 quarterbacks, Joe Flacco off the couch, and they won 11. Of course they're going to win more than 8.5 this year, but we're talking the most difficult schedule in the NFL. And our projection, PFF.com, has them at 8.2, right? I mean, just trying to play out the season, sim it out. 8.2 has them right on the cusp. It's a good line, is what I think. It's a good line at 8.5 for the Browns. I'll still lean over because I'm optimistic season. I think they're a very good team. I do at some point expect Deshaun Watson to play better football. Right? You argue with Browns fans. Well, he did. He just got hurt. I don't think he ever really played well. He had a couple decent games in there. Never came close to 2020 level. But at some point, I think he can get there. So I'll take the over for the Browns, but the caveat being most difficult schedule in the NFL per PFF.com.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be tough for any of the teams in that division. It is. I mean, we expect all 4 of those teams to be good.